Sometimes you say, camping, that's intense. But what we don't say often enough is roasting. That's intense. Welcome to the now new camping ground. Ooh. We're gonna roast a little bit tonight. Oh my. Wow. Never expected this was gonna be the answer, but hey, sometimes the bugs don't bite because you make your own camp. Because outdoors is sometimes mean. And I don't want to deal with it. None of that. Blech. So, what is this all about? Well, plain and simply, we have to learn to worm our way into people's hearts better. I mean, I think I've already wormed my way into people's hearts. I'm a great worm! But most people don't believe in the greatness of magical worms. And that's a darn shame. But it's not just on me to do that. No. Though there has been errors. There has been negligence. I have learned that unfortunately one of the battles I must accept is to actually use social media. I don't like it, I don't get it, I don't understand. It's not that I haven't been on it, but I'm like the most lurkerist of social media-er. Yeah. But I realized that if you don't actually tell people or explain stuff, they're just gonna be kind of confused. And as a confoundedly confusing person, I think it is important that I make them a little less, like, what? I gotta share some of the magic behind all this fluffy goodness. Because there's been so much. Such as 3 dates with fish now? Ugh. Most people haven't seen a majority of those dates, but like, I did technically try to make the third one work. I tried to do it live. But oh my, ho ho ho, how I learned so much. Yeah, no. From playing with rubber ducks last week and having to face that the microphone has to actually be really close to your face. Yeah, especially when I have a cover on it. You gotta be careful with that stuff. It might protect it from cooking oil in the kitchen, but also if you're like 10 feet away and have the most precarious of keyboards settings, like, don't put your keyboard sideways diagonal. Bad ideas. Yeah, so you gotta actually either move it closer to you, even if it's harder to hide in the shot, or just have a different mic setup. We're working on it. But I think I found a decent placement, I believe. And I can actually see. I don't have it right in front of my face, and you won't hear the smacking of the keys. Look at this, hot keys. Oh, my, we cooking with some real fire now. Wonderful. Whoomp. But I mean, after several dates with fish, I was really upset that we didn't get to have this one work. Oh no. Like, please, just let me enjoy a very sexy fish. I think Fisherman is a swell fella, and I felt real bad kind of just like leaving him at the picnic table under the sea. He deserved better than that. I know. But we're gonna make it up to him. We will have a makeup date. Fisherman deserved better than that. But valuable lessons were learned. Such as, check if the auto-moderation-y filters have actual things in their filters. Yeah, that was a big oof. Ho ho ho. I was not expecting the language from Fisherman that night. It just had to go. Oh. He was having a rough day. It's okay. We respect Fisherman. But hey, I am so glad to have caught that. Very lucky. Very lucky to have caught that before a bigger disaster happened. So, woo! Yippee! Very, very proud. But I mean, there's always lessons to learn. So, Yeah. Here's to Magical Worm Week. Look, I just thought that being a land mermaid and a digital, like, furmaid would have been cooler, but I think I might have fumbled the landing. Because I do it with all the sincerities and dedicationers. And yet, most people will not just go through the whole plot line. It's an art thing. It's a skill issue. Look, I think Fisherman will appreciate a little fur-made goodness, but, like, he's kind of athletic too, so I got the sports mode, and I thought that was a very important feature, so I had a lot of fun sports moding and all that jazz. But alas, because of said pacing and the confusion of presentation, people will just be like, huh? They'll go, huh? And they'll just say, bye. And that is just how it would be. Because no one accepts or expects the magical worm inside of me. Hi. This is not just a digital problem, it's an in-person problem too. There are googly eyes on my face once again. It's the hazard of the occupation. Someone's gotta drive this googly bean. So, what we gotta do is explain. I have learned the hard way that, oh my goodness, other VTubers, please put your reference sheets out more available for, like, fan arts and drawings and stuff. Or even just, like, know what different parts look like. Because if you only see, like, half the model all the time, look at me! Oh. Like, I don't know what the heck pants you got on or shoes. How am I supposed to draw cool bits? Yeah. And color schemings, too. Like, if I can, even at a good day, find maybe the reference sheet on the Deadbird X, like, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, yeah. I'm not gonna sit and, like, go and scour through all the posts to find it. It's a pain. Make it more available, please. But yes, we're going to improve the pacings. We're going to social the medias, because I can't just sit and make, like, hot dogs that have, like, fake little feet in them instead, because humor, dogs. I just want to make a little cute, goofy ode to shindigs and the biblically accurate McRib and stuff. I really enjoyed the humor of it, and it made me happy. And yeah. Anyhow. We're going to continue better explaining what is happening, because if I can't explain it, most other people won't know. And that's just how it goes. Yeah! So, here's to being a more magical worm this week. Because we gotta appreciate the broader magical sphere of peoples. Yeah. That's right. We're not just celebrating magical worms and making them cool because I think worms are awesome. We're also going to celebrate magical girls as a greater genre. And while some of the choices might be confusing, I confused myself by them. I stand by that choosing to believe in magic and greatness is part of being magical girl. Magicazam. So, as the expert of nonsense and pondering the orb, as in, I will explore your absurdities with the utmost conviction and seriousness to their logicalist form, I'm gonna get back to that. Good night and fluffy socks. Don't leave me sockless. I have no socks! There will be more socks. Goodbye. And we'll see who brings their goofy socks. Ominously. Boop.